All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Brad and Kyle channel. We have a ball review for you today. Kyle, what is this ball we're gonna be trying out?
This ball is the sexiest ball in the market. You know when you just look at a bowling ball and you're like, man, even if it rolls like crap, I just want to throw it because it looks so good. That's what we have. We have the Lightening Black Out. I don't know if we can get it focused, but that's what we have. Let's start throwing some shots.
Let's do it.
I'm taking a page out of the Beef and Barnesy channel. I've been watching the reviews, and I like what Barnes does. We have a house shot out here. It's a little beat up, and I'm just gonna throw a shot up the right side so you guys can see that there is some friction out there.
Well, by friction, we mean none.
I tried to take some hand out of it. I did a pretty good job.
I was about to say, that was pretty good.
I was like, I've been working on my Norm Duke outside thumb playing straight. And it's like, he told us this tip and I have no idea what it means really. So I'm trying my own version of it, but I've been working on it. So let's try that again. Let me throw like what would be a normal shot. I promise you this isn't a long pattern. Okay. Obviously some hook out here. That's more of a release we'll be using. The Blackout, numbers on it are 253 RG and 029 diff. So what is that?
That is a high RG ball with a low differential. So that means the high RG means it wants to go long, and then the low diff means it doesn't want to flare. So we have weak and weak.
It's gonna wanna, you know, for layman's terms, the RG, it's telling us that it's gonna wanna start its hooking motion down lane, and then the low diff, layman's terms, how much it's gonna hook off the spot. Since that number is really low, not a whole lot. So first shots here, I'm gonna try my heater McSkeeter, house shot, hack. We're just gonna throw some hard shots around 10.
Ooh,
okay.
Still some hook.
So we got some friction out there.
Which is good for this ball.
Yeah, this is actually pretty ideal for this ball. You're not gonna throw this ball on
heavy oil.
Yeah, heavy oil, fresh. Maybe like fresh if it's like a hooking.
If you're in St. Louis.
If you're in St. Louis, yeah, it's kind of what I was alluding to. To me, this is a super unique ball. Like I'm really interested in it because anytime we get balls that the numbers are like way different than the like other stuff we have, it has the ability to be really good when other balls aren't. I'm gonna move a couple left, still try to throw it hard. It might just be too much friction for me out here. Yeah.
You are right on top of the friction. You're throwing it hard too.
I feel like I'm throwing it hard, but I'd have to take some handouts. So you can see high friction for me. Ball is has no problem picking up. So even though it's clean, it's we go weak, clean cover, high RG, low diff. Everything is kind of weak about this ball. It still hooks.
It hooks.
So what cover we have on this? We have the REX cover, which is the same cover as the, not to be confused with, the Virtual Energy Blackout, the Vibo.
The Vibo.
So what do we call this one?
I don't know. The elbow?
Hey,
that's a good one.
We got the Vibo and the elbow. Are you just saying that because you've watched my last few shots?
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna move left here. We're gonna go between 15 and 20. I say 15 and 20 because it's a house shot. We're not trying to be accurate here. Let's see if we can hook it a little more. Man, I gotta move left. I feel like I threw that one pretty good too.
Hook.
Dude, you know what's pretty funny? I'll tell you guys a quick story. So we were bowling the TOC. I was struggling. It was the last game. You know when they were getting like really cliffy and hard? And I was talking to Tim Mack and I'm like, dude, I can't get the 10 out with anything. Like I'm throwing it pretty good. He's like, dude, throw the Blackout. And I was like, all right. So I grabbed the Lightning Blackout and I throw it and I wash out, whiff the head pin completely on a shot. It was pretty good. And I look back and Tim's just laughing. I throw the spare. I'm like, well, that didn't look good. He's like, dude, I thought you were talking about the Vibo. So don't make the same mistake.
Don't get them confused.
Don't make the same mistake I did.
So the Vibo is a strong core, but this cover, the REX, the cover that's on both of these, is so clean that this is gonna be one of your weakest asymmetric options. And in fact, like when we're looking for like clean balls toward the end of blocks, if asymmetric looks okay, this is the one we're going to because the cover's so clean. So if you take that clean cover and put it on a much weaker core, you're getting a really weak ball. I mean, this is gonna be low to low, but you see it's still hooking plenty. So just because it's a low end ball doesn't mean it doesn't have hook potential. And oftentimes low end balls end up hooking the most because they preserve more energy.
Yeah. All right, so I guess we're moving more left. More left, Let's just get in there, huh? See if we can get one to the pocket. Okay, I just moved like 10 left and threw it so fast because I was tired of going through the face.
But we got some oil.
We got some oil, so now we can maneuver off that a little bit. What you're gonna notice with this low diff, like maybe like that shot, if I was throwing something with like a higher diff, it may have like flared a little bit more and came back, but that was just kind of an over move. So let's see if we can go one good here. Wow, dang, I'm not making this ball look very good right now.
Well, there is a ton of hook out there, actually.
So the ball's still sexy going down the lane, that's all I'm saying. Like, even though I'm averaging 7 and the average pin distance, pin to pin, is about 3 feet right now because none of them have been close. So let's go a couple more left and let's not throw it 100, Kyle. That's close.
I love this.
We should have threw more practice shots.
It's gonna be a 45-minute video.
We're gonna show you all the don'ts to do with this bowling ball real quick. It's okay. If you can't tell, I hate house shots because there should be a glob of oil in the middle that I can just throw it, and it's just not there. So let's see if we can't get lined up here.
There you go.
You know, it's like interesting, even though it's low diff, it has no problem like going through the pins because you can see all my shots are like knifing through the pins. And I think that's like this REX cover. If you want the skid flip reaction, so you can see I'm splitting. If you want skid flip, like maybe I don't need that much skid flip right now for me and the way I throw it, just throw some with the REX cover on it. Cause like, would you say the Vibo? To me, that ball is the definition of skid flip.
Yes.
Like I have a hard time throwing it because I don't like that much ball reaction down lane. If you're looking for that big banana hook ball, that's the ball.
And that has a good amount of diff in it, and it still is angular. So when you take the diff out of it, it's gonna be
it's pretty
really angular.
All right, we threw one. We threw a strike.
That was a better shot, by the way.
It was. See if we can throw 2. Oh, lay. We should have did a game so it would turn into can Kyle break 100 in this ball review.
What's funny is this is kind of like a perfect pattern for this ball too. I'm thinking of Concord lanes fresh. Like this ball would be perfect.
All right, so I didn't want a 3-step for this video, but now we're just gonna do it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Just had to get in there. We're
Daddy's
still getting
home.
hook. I did hook.
I hate doing a ball review and like 3-stepping in it, but you know, we did say that this ball is gonna be for like high friction. You know, when you're left, it's
Here,
probably,
let me throw it.
Watch this go
All right.
dead straight. How do you like that thumb, by the way? I changed my thumb up a little bit.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh man, this is 10 back though.
It says 10 back. Oh, that's got a lay.
Maybe not.
Good job.
Thanks, buddy.
Good ball review. That
Go
was
get
pretty
Lightening
good.
Black Out.
I've just been
Gotta-
watching it knife down the lane. I thought there was no way. That's like what a low diff ball should do right
That's
there.
the difference between Kyle's rev rate and my rev rate. When Kyle's ball doesn't stop booking, mine just goes, yeah.
See, there's benefits to it though, because I'm literally shooting 130 if we're keeping score. All right, we're standing left. We're seeing what this ball can do.
So I'm actually curious what the difference between, throw this one now.
Throw this one?
Yeah,
Okay.
what the difference between a little bit of diff will do. In theory, the more flare this ball has, it's gonna roll out a little bit more, hopefully give him a little bit more control.
So that ball's giving me no control. I guess
And this-
too high rev rate.
It has like, just what we've done so far the past 15 shots, just because it's split doesn't mean anything. We're only looking at motion.
Yeah.
Like what motion is it making? And yeah, we're getting hooked. Yeah. We're getting hooked.
What ball reaction are we getting? All right, I'm gonna go back to not 3-stepping. So again, this ball should flare a little bit more. It's still gonna give me a lot of hook, but shouldn't be as, hopefully not as uncontrollable.
Yeah, so much
Yeah.
straighter.
Because we're on a lot of friction, if this makes sense for you. Because we're on a lot of friction, that ball is actually burning up a little bit, giving me more control down lane, where the elbow, the blackout is a lot cleaner. It's a little shinier, a lot cleaner, giving me a lot more reaction down the lane. Now, if this was more oil out there, the elbow would go a lot further down the lane and probably not hook like almost at all or a lot less. And then you would see that V-bow hook a lot more down lane because of that fresh oil.
Yes.
Like, so that was pretty good. Let me throw it was just nice to like not have the ball check mark on me one shot.
Oh yeah. Because Kyle's rev rate's so much higher, a ball with a little bit more diff is giving him the motion that a lower rev player like me could get with a more skid flippy ball.
Yeah,
right?
I just can't get away with it, so.
Let me try one more time.
Yeah, try. You gonna try the elbow or the V-bow?
Elbow. All right. I got a great look.
Oh, he got aggressive. Oh my God.
Oh, come on. Oh. That's a good ball.
I cannot believe the reaction that's giving you right now. I can't hit the pocket if I tried.
Your roll's too heavy.
I guess. So real quick, I wanted to throw a couple shots. Do we have a good idea what the blackouts do, or
Yes.
the lightning blackout's doing? I think we're giving a good idea. So another ball that I would say fits in like the category of when I may throw the lightning blackout is the gold label. Zen gold label, really good ball, very similar. This ball has, I think the RG is slightly lower, 249, higher diff, 051 or 053, somewhere in there. So this ball should flare more, giving me that smooth reaction. Hopefully a little similar to the V-bow, the virtual energy blackout. So I'm gonna stay in the same place as I have been, and see if this ball gets down the lane for me.
I mean, you can just see. You can see the diff.
The reason those balls are allowing me to get to the pocket and then I couldn't with the lightning blackout is just that diff. It's flaring more, it's using more energy, thus like giving me a little more control down lane on this like very dry house shot.
Yeah, and we don't have any shim, or this isn't a normal house shot right now. This is,
Yeah.
there's no oil in the middle of part of the lane. When you get on a blended house shot where you've got miss left and some miss right, this lightning blackout probably won't be too quick. It's just too quick right now because
And I don't know if you can see the flare rings. Like this ball is flaring quite a bit. I don't know if we can get the camera to focus, but I mean the flare rings right now that I can see are about this wide. So about there, flaring a ton. Let me throw a shot with that one.
Yep.
I just want to hit, I just can't believe how
You gotta not
much
hit it.
down lane. Yeah, but
You gotta roll it.
my hand's too fresh, bro. My hand feels too good right now. It's
Got
just
that
like,
forehand. Oh yeah. There it is.
dude, that ball for me just
It hooks.
goes sideways. That one should have flared a little bit less. I just had to get my speed up on that.
Yeah, your
and,
hand, right.
Like, and to me, like it's so much like I'm fighting all the down lane motion that I got to do everything in my power to, yeah. So you can see like, I don't know if we can get the focus on here, but the flare rings there, much tighter, flaring way less. For me, which means the ball is just, it's not gonna wanna roll out on this and it's just gonna conserve all that energy.
And it's nice to have low flaring balls in your bag. Other low flaring balls are a Tour Dynamics, an IQ Tour, now this Lightning Blackout. So if you like low flaring stuff, you know, this is just another ball that can go right into your arsenal.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of when we get different, you know, you don't want all your balls rolling the same.
No.
Like, that's the worst thing you can have in your arsenal. So now I got different shapes. I know that like that, obviously you guys can see that ball does something completely different than the V-bow, than even the gold label, flaring completely less, give me a different shape. So when those balls aren't looking good and they're over flaring, you know, I have an option that doesn't flare as much and it's great.
Yeah, and it just fills out the arsenal. And the way bowling is, this lane is different than that lane, is different than this house to that house. So just because balls don't roll great for 5 or 6 shots doesn't mean it's not going to be the absolute best ball reaction you've ever seen down the street at another center. So that's just how finicky bowling is. It's mostly important to just understand arsenal. Do you have all your shapes? Do you have your high flaring and your low flaring? And do you have your strong cores and your weak cores to fill out the arsenal? Right now, Kyle would rather prefer some diff, but I wouldn't. You know, I'd rather prefer a little bit less diff. So it's just most important that you have your arsenal filled out. This ball does that on the lower end of the spectrum.
All right, Brad, so in recap here, we got another banging option from Storm. For one, the shelf, you know, they say shelf appeal. Like this ball just looks so good going down the lane. It's a great looking bowling ball. We got a low diff, we got a banging cover on it, a cover that's clean. lane and likes to really hook down lane. So again, if you're looking for that skid flip reaction, something that's gonna really get down lane, especially for your higher rev, that's what that low diff, less flaring is probably gonna give you. And then if you're a little lower rev rate, if you're looking for, it's gonna probably be a little smoother for you down lane. So another great option from Storm. It's a really fun ball to throw. Go check it out. Thank you, Storm. Keep creating great products, man.
Absolutely. And if you guys like that video, hit the subscribe and the like, and we appreciate you guys. We'll see you later.
See you.